Hi you guys, it's Deadly Fox, and I decided I wanted to participate in the Dear Me. With that, I do have one story that I wish I could help younger self understand. One of them is, or I guess the main one is, you can't make everybody happy. When I was younger, in middle school mostly, and some in high school, the first parts of high school, freshman, sophomore year, I always did my best to make sure everybody was happy. If somebody didn't like me, I would change my clothes, the way I acted, everything about me. The way I did my hair, doing my makeup if I wanted to. I did it all to make them happy. I never really took into consideration the fact that I wasn't happy doing it. And so, I got picked on, I got teased, I was always called weird. It doesn't bother me now, but it bothered me then because I just wanted to be liked by everybody. I, would strive to make everybody happy. I had a friend named Jeff who, back in middle school, had this friend named Allison, and I understand that you can have friends and you don't necessarily need to like your friends' friends because they're not your friends. Doesn't matter. But with that, she didn't understand that. Allison constantly fought with me, saying that, because she didn't like me, she didn't want Jeff hanging out with me, and all that kind of stuff. And so I changed the way that I dressed, I changed the way that I talked, what I watched, the times I hung out with people, the way that I spoke, and just everything about me that made me me. I changed it to make her happy. Somebody I didn't even like, I did it to make them happy. Now, if I had the chance, I would say, don't worry about it. Even at this point, I'm not friends with Jeff anymore. I don't know where he is, what he's doing, how he is. I don't know anything about it. At that time, I thought that Jeff, and all of my friends are just gonna be friends forever because that's what friends do. But at that point, I wasn't making real friendships. I was just kind of around people. I didn't really start making friendships until I'm gonna say sophomore year. Sophomore year in high school is when I met some of my current friends, actually. Some of them I talk to on a daily basis, some of them not so much, but to have a friend, you don't need to talk every day. I mean, if you don't, it actually gives you something to talk about when you do talk. So, at this point, knowing myself and knowing the way that I am, I know that I can't make everybody happy. Sometimes I wish I could. I have friends that go through hard times just like me, and I wish that I could help them, but, sometimes there's just nothing I can do other than sit there and be with them. I wish I could be the one that would make them smile, the one that, was the reason why they got out of bed, just to make them happy, not necessarily because we were together or anything, just to see them smile. I like seeing people smile, and I know now that I'm not going to be able to make everybody happy, and especially if it's somebody I don't like in the first place, I'm not going to fight to make them happy. With my friends and stuff like that, I will go out of my way to do my best to make sure they're happy, but I'm not going to change who I am to do that. I'm me. I wear weird jelly bracelets, I have rings, I have a bunch of jewelry in my face. I don't really wear makeup, I never really do my hair. I wear tattered clothes, I constantly am wearing unzipped boots because I'm lazy. But that's the way I am. And I have now realized that that's why my friends love me. That's how I know they're my friends, is they like me for the way I am without having to change me in any form. So my suggestion and my advice for both, younger self and for all of you is be yourself, and if you want to make somebody happy, as long as it's making you happy as well and you're not changing who you are for them, do it. I had a friend recently that, I wanted to make them happy. I wanted to be able to be that friend for them because they were going through a really hard time. He had actually just I guess not all that recently, but recent enough, he actually lost his dad. And so I was like, you know, I'm here for you. If you need someone to talk to, even if it's at 4 o'clock in the morning, call me. If I actually hear my phone, I'll answer it, and I'll be there for you. That's what I do. And there was some issues where I had missed like one phone call, and you know, a few other things had been going on. Jeez, hair. No, okay. My hair doesn't do anything. It's frustrating. Oh, either way, you know, some things had gone on where we kind of stopped talking. We didn't talk every day anymore, and I was actually back to being middle school, you know, Fox here. I was trying to change the way that I was, you know, the people I talked to, you know, all that, just kind of get him to talk to me again, because I actually really enjoy talking to him. He's a great guy, you know, somebody that I would definitely glad I can call him my friend. And it got to the point where I realized I was doing that, and so I took a step back. I was like, hey, obviously something's going on here. It's starting to change the way that I am, and I don't like that. I don't want to do that. And I actually talked to him 2 days ago about it, and he's like, I get it. I'm sorry if I, you know, made you do that. I was like, no, you didn't. It was all me. But, you know, I've realized as growing up and everything that, you know, all of the bullying and dislike from other people I got, realized that I was the one doing it, and so I stopped. You know, and I hope that, you know, this advice of be yourself, and I know you hear that a lot, but, you know, sometimes it's hard to be yourself when you're around a bunch of other people. And I understand wanting to be with your friends and everything, but sometimes taking, you know, even just a day for yourself helps a lot, because it's really hard to be friends with somebody if you don't know who you are. Because how are they going to know who you are? How are they going to know who they're friends with? And it's the same thing with relationships, is how do they know they're dating, you know, this person if you don't know who you are? You know, you can't do anything without being yourself. So be yourself, definitely my best advice, and I hope that this helps a lot. Remember, this is for Dear Me.